You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I don't know that I've ever seen Pat McAfee and his guys that are on his show squirm more in basically a 1-minute time frame than I did today. Aaron Rodgers, who I just ironically put a video out on, was at the Pat McAfee show today, and he scorched ESPN's asses for not covering the Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel scandal. Did you guys notice that, and I brought this up, there were a select few that were willing to talk about it. We talked about it. Florio and Pro Football Talk talked about it. A few, Tony Farmer, journalist, on I guess he's got a podcast and he's on X. He talks about it. I don't know who else all covered it, to be quite honest with you. But it was a huge story. It was a massive story. It was the biggest story. The Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel thing has been the biggest story of this year on the football channel. And even on the big channel at times, it's been a huge story. Nothing's been close, frankly. Nothing. Oh, Aaron Rodgers just went in on, and he called it things we've talked about. Dianna Russini votes for Coach of the Year in the AP Awards, of which he's a player trying to win. Mike Vrabel won the Coach of the Year.
Network doing? Like, you have literally an individual that maybe used to work at ESPN that covers our league at the highest level, and there's a major scandal, and it's just like nobody can fucking talk about it? What are we even doing
personal
here?
lives are personal lives. I feel like you of all people should know that.
I understand, but if it's affecting certain things, if there's leaks going on, if there's tampering going on, if that person is also an MVP voter and a Coach of the Year voter. Remember when I won MVP in 2021?
Yeah, how about
and that bomb in Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's real life. Like, how are we allowing these people to have an impact?
Pornhub Arkush is what we call
Arkush, I remember that name. Okay, so on that.
Did you see how red McAfee's face is? Look how red his face is. That's hilarious. And we know McAfee, Pat will basically say anything on his show. They literally, in the next clip, tried to steer him back to criticizing Anthony Fauci, which is hilarious because they were scrambling from that, a couple of years ago? That's crazy.
Handle this offseason, too, involving a voter for MVP, for Coach of the Year. How much time did your network spend? Where's your camera? Did your network spend on that?
I wish I was Fauci. This is awesome.
Go back to Fauci?
Yeah.
Go back to the coward Tony Fauci and science? Who's spending the entire time writing in his diary about how fun it is to be famous? You got to be kidding me.
Okay, so.
Aaron Rodgers back. He is back, folks. Hilarious. Watch how quickly these folks on ESPN try to stop Aaron Rodgers from talking about Dianna Russini when he mentions the AP Coach of the Year angle. It's the most taboo subject in sports. They direct Rodgers to go back to criticizing Fauci instead of talking about Russini and the diversion works. Anti-vax views are now less taboo than Dianna Russini's Coach of the Year voting status is less taboo than covering Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel. None of it should be taboo. But I get Aaron Rodgers' point. Where was ESPN? There are conflicts of interest involving the actual NFL and Dianna Russini. There's things involving the Philadelphia Eagles and how much was going on involving A.J. Brown when A.J. Brown was with the Tennessee Titans. How about the A.J. Brown trade? Both of them. I mean, how much inner workings was going on there? We're talking like a 6-year affair. And ESPN would not touch it. It's still a story. It's the biggest story of the year. Involving sports, ESPN did not even touch it. It's wild. It really is. This is why people cannot stand the media. That's why people, by the way, they didn't touch the Kyle Shanahan 11 days in between a wreck and blah, blah, blah. They wanted to probe nothing into it. And people working for ESPN started criticizing other people wanting to look into it. And it became so large that Kyle Shanahan had to address it because Florio was looking into it, and Dan Patrick was looking into it, and Tony Farmer was looking in. I mean, everybody not involved in ESPN was looking into it. Like, why did this take so long? Once again, guys, just throwing this out there, the NFL owns a piece of ESPN. 10%. I would say they're now actually steering the stories. I mean, ESPN's news network worthiness has been a question for years now, but it's kind of rising to the top. Guys, there was a time, believe it or not, ESPN did real journalism. You know? I mean, and would actually dig into things. I mean, it's been 20 years now, it seems like. But now, no, we gotta protect the shield. I mean, you remember that show Playmakers? I think it was on HBO about pro football. Or was it on ESPN? I don't know. Whatever it was. You know, it disappeared. It was a great show. The NFL stomped that show out. Essentially is what happened. It checked a lot of realistic boxes about pro football. Wild. Tell me what you think. Guys, this is why I wanted Aaron Rodgers to come back. Because he's interesting. And he doesn't give a shit. And he's just going to say it. And if people are scared, it's too bad. So sad. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.